Well, hey YouTube, it's Elvis Ammo here. Hey guys, I just wanted to give you another way of wet tumbling some brass. If you want some brass that looks like this, I know you're looking at those vibratory tumblers there, and you'll be right. But that's what the brass looks like. Now I've been doing this for a little while, and I don't believe I've ever showed you guys this. I'm gonna put some more brass in here and just let you. It's just kind of random, you know. The brass I tumble in these vibratory tumblers with the same solution you would use in your rotary tumblers. All right. And this is and I tumble them for about an hour, maybe an hour and a half. Actually, these right here were in there an hour and a half is what they were in there for. An hour and a half. That's what they look like. Let me just pick one at random. And now the primer pockets, I don't use. I'm not sure if you can use pins in here or not, but let me put a flashlight on the. I'll put a flashlight on that primer hole there. Let's see if you can. I don't know if you can see that or not. I don't know. Let's see. I think you can see that. So the primer pockets, I mean, they aren't, you know, like absolutely perfect or anything. There you go. Now I'm doing it right, maybe. They aren't absolutely perfect or anything, and I don't generally care, but I know a lot of you guys are serious about that stuff. There's the primer pockets right there. That's what they look like. These are still wet. They actually look a little bit better when they're dry, believe it or not. You guys probably know that. I'll just grab a couple more here. That's what the primer pockets look like. I just wanted to kind of give you an idea. So anyway, here's how I do it. First of all, if you like these videos, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not already, support me on Patreon if you want. So here's the way we do this is I have a couple of vibratory tumblers here. I use this one for my wet tumbling. Yeah, I still don't have a wet tumbler. So the reason I don't use this one is because I have this one. And it has this bowl here with this rubber thing that holds this bowl down and all that, so it don't leak at all. It just don't leak. I already know because I've tumbled thousands of them in this thing. I've also used, you know, concrete mixer. I'm not sure if one of you guys have seen that, but when I'm doing a really huge amount, but these do a large amount actually. Like one of these coffee cans right here, I can fill it completely up and pour it in there and tumble that many. So that's, you know, depending on the caliber, obviously, it's probably, you know, 400, 223, something like that. But this one, see, it has. If I was going to use this one, I would probably just loosen this bolt up right here, and probably just put a rubber washer under it. You know, or you could make a rubber washer out of a piece of rubber, you know, and then tighten it down, and then you're fine. And it has this nice lid like this. See, I've just never really tried to use it. And then I have a rubber hose washer there, you know, and that keeps vibration from loosening your lid. If you guys want to know which one of these I like the most, because I know somebody will ask, I probably favor this one. It seems a little stronger. It does a little better vibrating, I think, than this one, but this one's good. So I just thought I'd throw that out. All right, so this one right here, I generally use about 1 gallon of water in here. All right, I know that because I think this is a gallon of water in this pot, and I don't have hot water in the shop. So what I do is I just fill the pot up with water, and I put it on my hot plate and heat it up. You know, I don't heat it up to boiling, but heat it up way hotter than you would get out of the tap, that kind of thing. And then I know every time I do a video like this, somebody asks, you know, how much do you use of what? And I'm going to show you, because I've been kind of used to pouring inside this pot. And generally, you know, we have lube and all of that all over our cases. So what I do is I use about this much. Yeah, that's a lot. Okay, but I have lube all over my cases at the time, because I deprime and decap and trim and all that, and then I throw it in here. And I know that's not what some of you guys want to hear, because you do it another way. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put this in here, just because I'll probably you know, do another load of brass. And then the Lemmy Shine, guys, you know, just it's the same solution. This is how much I use. That's probably a little too much. Yeah, that's too much. That's all right. Yeah, that's too much. You don't want to use too much of this stuff. You'll turn your so just like that. Okay, see that right there? That's how much I'm using right there. Put that in there, and just fill it with water. And then to keep the suds down, I just use one of these whiskers, and I whisk this thing right up with the in the water. And you know, so you know, this thing is you know, it don't create a lot of wave in here, a lot of resistance in the water, but it'll mix it up real good. That's what I use. That's how I do it. I heat that up. I'll go ahead and pour it in here when it heats up, and then just to give you an idea of what I'm doing here, this Lyman comes with this kind of lid right here. All right, now I don't think the water will come out of there, but I'm a little OCD, and I even set it outside so I don't have to hear it. And this is just a garbage bag, and I just right over the top just like that, and then I put this lid on it, and this is a nice rubberized nut here, so it, you know, I tighten it nice and tight. And then to top it off, I'll even take this piece of rubber and stick it over the top, just to keep it from vibrating out. And I've never had it come loose that way. So, you know, just kind of think ahead. You want rubber on plastic and that kind of thing, you know, to keep it from turning nice and tight. But that's it, you know. And it's really, you know, the brass is absolutely beautiful. I've stopped tumbling, you know, with the Vibratory Tumbler and media, and I haven't done it in a long time now. Well, in a good while at least. And I really love the results. I really do. They're beautiful. So the reason I'm telling you guys this, because I know that there's a lot of you guys out there, man, I wish I had a wet tumbler, or you don't want a wet tumbler. But now that I'm showing you this, you're like, okay, I got an option to do some wet tumbling without buying a wet tumbler, because I can use my vibratory tumbler. Now I've also done this same process just by putting my brass in a bucket with hot water in that same mixture, and just while I'm working, just give it a stir every once in a while, and that works too. But it don't work near as good as this. This is the way to go if you have a vibratory tumbler and you don't have a wet tumbler, and you just don't want to have to buy one. So there you go, guys. Hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you in the next one.